today's edition of Pegasus Test. On today's edition, we're covering Stage 4 of Hatila 23, Team America Edition. And this begins an excellent series here because Stages 4, 5, and 6 are all CQB based. That's right, at the Hatila range belonging to the Armored Brigade of the Finnish Defense Forces, they got 3 shoot houses. Each one's a little different than the others. They're all pretty state-of-the-art, and they're just awesome to use, and to get to train in them is a real pleasure. So went for training value on this and the stages that are following. In this stage, you started outside the building and you had 4 poppers you had to engage around a corner. Then you had to go into the house to clear it. Once you were inside, you had targets all over the place. You had no shoots, and then you came out the opposite end of the building and you had another set of enemy outside the building that you had to engage. When they briefed us on this stage, they said you really can't do it tactically due to all the safety zones and the need for speed. So they said go for speed, not tactics. I didn't listen and went to tactics. As you can see, eating up some time here, going under the window, rush through the door. I'm actually aiming over, but I did pick up here. My hits were low, so I took more. And here's what this proves right there why CQB is a team sport. You come right out, and oh boy, out of ammo. So, really slow reload that took forever. Ooh, right there, that's going to bite me in a minute. And like I said, there it is, having to recharge and re-engage. All right, well, most untactical reload in history. Walked outside, targets everywhere. Tried for the best tactical. Sometimes the situation just sucks balls and you make the best of it. All right, had a lot of fun on that stage, but as I've said before in last year's Hatila series, CQB is a team sport. And that was pretty much predicated by the way those rooms were attacked. When you come out of the first room after engaging people there, you come out and you have targets 90 degrees opposite. You have a long-range target. They did tell us you would see it early, but not to engage it till you were kind of in that main hallway, because they didn't want any stray rounds tearing up some walls, which I can totally understand. Those are nice shoot houses, and I wouldn't want SRA to lose access to them. But by the time you can engage that far target you can see down the hallway, you have one immediately to your right. And if you pick one, the other's going to get you in real life. That's why it's a team sport. One guy can take one, the other guy takes the other. This was made for a really hard tactical problem, but that's what makes these stages great. Keep going through this and stuff. I pumped a lot of rounds into things. Probably should have done a pre-active reload before going out. And I also think I might have not had a full magazine when I put that in there. It's, don't know. So either way, I got out there, faced with 4 targets. I had to engage, pull back in, reload, and you notice I charged the weapon and the rifle moves around on me. Didn't get a full charge. Not sure exactly what happened there. Went out, engaged, went, oh shit, and then plowed to the other thing. Normally you wouldn't stand and deliver like that in that situation, but the shooting box was rather small. That doesn't come out on the video. So once you came out the door, you really had no maneuver room. This was a fun stage. We all had fun. Let's take a look at Chris and Davis, and then we'll talk more about them as well.
In this stage, you're going to move through a house after engaging targets outside, then move on to close-range rifle engagements of the targets inside. There's a lot of corners to move through, and from what I understood, the Finns described this as a military scenario in which the enemy power that has attacked them, we are not sure which one it is, they send some people to negotiate, and you are the Finnish negotiator that is handling that situation. So let's see how I do handling the aggressive negotiations.
Ready. Shooter ready. Stand by.
All right. So looks like Chris's aggressive negotiations were successful. He took the RO's advice, went more for speed than tactics. As you notice, he didn't worry about the window. He went in. He aggressively engaged all his targets quickly. Took whichever one was the easiest one for him to get at the time. That long one down the hall, as you can see, he engaged everything before he worried about it. Did that work for him? It absolutely did. He was several positions higher on the score things than I or Davis were. And on that note, let's go see how Davis did.
Master quality.
All right, well, Davis had some evil bad luck there with his ACR. As you can see, he had some type of malfunction. He dropped the mag and cleared it. Next mag in, same problem. So second mag after that, it got going up and running again. That was the only thing that really caused him any trouble on the stage. Penalty-wise, though, if you notice, as he went out the door, he stepped over the line, got his targets while firing outside the line, so took some penalties for that, which didn't help his score out. But other than that, it was a pretty solid run. I know talking to him, he had a lot of fun. And we've got another CQB stage after this, so let's get into it. We hope you're enjoying this coverage of Hatila 23. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And tune in tomorrow for more CQB goodness.